Hello again, it's Joey John Maguire. I'm back in my favourite Wetherspoons watering hole in Wimbledon, the Witherstown Inn. Haven't been here really for about 2 months as they've had no Wi-Fi, and Joey John Maguire needs Wi-Fi. Uh, but today they have Wi-Fi, albeit it's not a very good signal, but it has got Wi-Fi, and I'm afraid the lager is a little bit warm, but it has Wi-Fi. Anyway, I'm about to recite my latest poem, and it's done. It was done in the early hours of this morning after yesterday a friend of mine telling me um, that some judge has ordered that 20 or so paratroopers are to be arrested and charged with murder over the incident in Londonderry, Bloody Sunday. Anyway, this poem is called Blatant Betrayal. I didn't serve in Londonderry. It was before my time, but events there and their legacy saw me indulge in a gutful of paddy hospitality, plain porridge void of sugar, as much as any one could want to eat, served up like gruel in clockwork fashion, designed to constipate, and that it did. South Armagh, the Ardoyne, Londonderry, places I've passed through against my will, but have over time shoved to the recesses of memory, because to remember is to fuel the embers of bitterness that were the troubles, and I've seen enough trouble to last me a lifetime. Most of us were barely out of nappies, well trained and brainwashed, some would say legalized killers, but only on the battlefield. We were never designed to police, untrained in the art of containment of civil unrest. That's why mistakes were bound to happen, but there were many other factors that would surface in the deluge of chaos that was Northern Ireland then. I was not alone in not wanting to be there. We were doing our jobs, that's all. Doing, albeit against our better judgment, as ordered, always with our hands tied, that held weapons that we dared not to fire for fear of prosecution, not even in self-defense, as we were shackled by the rules heavily stacked against us. Something would have to give, and on that day it did, and I wonder who it is that we should blame. Youthful naivety, fear, sleep, deprivation, all common factors that I would suggest fueled the bloodbath now known as Bloody Sunday. As I recalled, the soldiers were on their chin straps, having faced the mob for days. Riots are both threatening and terrifying, and may your God help you if you're unfortunate enough to be placed in the thick of it. Hindsight. It's easy, isn't it, after the event to sit in judgment, pointing the finger of blame. Even easier years later to betray, to use as scapegoats the pawns that simply obeyed. It looks as though the mob will have its retribution. What's that they say about revenge on a cold plate? But on this occasion the cost of retribution will be high for all concerned. Isn't it enough that so many have died already? And though the peace is fragile, isn't it best for all to let sleeping dogs lie? What is it they say about throwing stones in glass houses? I wasn't in Londonderry on that dreadful day, but I could well have been, and it could be me in the dock, facing the music that I did not choose to play, and I would feel very alone in that place, left to drown in the sump of human betrayal. As I say, that's my latest poem on a very emotional subject, And that poem, bearing in mind that I am an ex-paratrooper, is especially dedicated to all those who were victims of the Troubles, both living and dead. And I mean all those. Thank you very much.